boy, girl, to live it. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottle. Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know a way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot in
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. The punter and kickoff man, Sam Martin, to get us started, and we are underway from Indianapolis. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. His first carry. And some room to run now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The Colts had 4-9 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Back to throw. Mooney. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Mooney. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jordan. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That good for 22 and a first down. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On second down, it's Jordan. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Mooney. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. For these 2 division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. A give for Taylor running right side. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On 2nd down now, it's Jordan. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They'll set up a throw. He finds his man complete. That's Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. Jordan. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think duffling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, it's Jordan. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
Offense at the line and set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mooney. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaac Yennon picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jordan. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, it's Jordan. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a roar right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Mooney. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 40-80.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way. They could use a shot in the arm, something to free them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best. It keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
On 3rd and 2, Mooney. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up,
throw it downfield and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That is bombs away right there. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Jordan, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Jordan, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On 1st down, Mooney. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mooney. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're
got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. And oh, it's wide right. No good. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Back to throw. Mooney. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Goin. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Houston.
And here's Rodgers on the return. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Touchdown! So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score,
Valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And a short gain here down to the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
On 4th down, Mooney. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Jordan trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg, and boom, over the crossbar.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Mooney. And that is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This offense so far on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He finds his man, complete. That's Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup over first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On second down now, it's Jordan. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. The slot man in motion right. They're going option play on third down. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Potter. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Jordan. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Able to stay in bounds so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On third down, it's Jordan. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal.
Their catch, gain of the 25-yard line. The Colts take over
offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 1st and 10, Mooney. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mooney. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing on 1st down. Mooney. Hits his target to tight end Mo Alley-Cox. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Eyes the crossing route, and he finds Pittman. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Alley-Cox. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem phased one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over, so a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. There he goes, left side. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. They knew how to quiet this rival stadium, Charles. I mean, not only did they get the win, but they get the win by taking the lead in the 4th quarter to hand their division opponent a big loss.
And they're elated, and they should be, because they did exactly that. Went to a rival's house and stunned them, and did it with a 4th quarter comeback. And every team in the league prides itself on controlling the 4th quarter. It's even more difficult when you don't do it at home against a division rival.
So for the Texans, the win gets them to 5-9 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie, boy, I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in.